Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Hyper Talk. I'm your host, IJR. Today we're going to be giving a listen to the new SKRILLEX album, Don't Get Too Close. It dropped last night. This is actually his first album in about 9 or 10 years. Actually, let me correct myself. So he dropped a double album. He dropped Quest for Fire, which is the more bass-centered, just heavy vibes on Friday. And last night, Saturday, he decided to do it to us with this new album, Don't Get Too Close, which is a full-length project, crazy, bro. We've never gotten this much music from SKRILLEX at once, so I'm super excited. Like I said, the first album, Quest for Fire, was really bass heavy, and I hear this one's got more softer qualities to it, and judging from the feature list, I would assume so. These a lot of artists that they cater to those sounds, to those styles. But yeah, by the way, if this is your first time on this channel, I just want to welcome you, first of all. And I just want to invite you to subscribe. We don't have a lot of content on here yet, but we're going to be doing all sorts of reviews, reactions, interviews. Definitely. I love to interview underground artists. So yeah, if you're into that, go ahead, subscribe, and let's get into this. Okay, so off the bat, I'm noticing something a little interesting. The previous album started off with a song featuring Bobby Raps titled Leave Me Like This. So I'm curious, is this going to be a play on that, like a flip, or is this a new song entirely? Let's give it a listen.
Designated for assignment, rather be blinded, wanna be reminded. Rather be blinded, wanna be reminded. Won't let you find it, the monster right behind it. Back to the shadow, rolling back my eyelids. Please don't leave me like this. Stay with me to the night. Please don't leave me like this. Stay with me to the night. Please don't leave me like this. Stay with me to the night. Please don't leave me like this. Stay with me to the night. Please don't leave me like this.
Well, something is going to happen to me that I don't know what it's going to be. And you would dig that and come out of that and say, wow, that was a close shave, wasn't it? And then you would get more and more adventurous, and you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
Okay, wow, that was definitely a very atmospheric start. That was really interesting. Just like I predicted, though, it did end up being like a flip on the previous song. The single version was just super bass heavy, it had a crazy drop. But hey, this is a good start. Next up we have Way Back featuring Pink Panthers and Trippie Redd. This was a single about a week ago. I think it dropped about a week ago. But let's give it a listen, just for old time's sake.
Come on, brother. Coming from the cracks and the crevices, looking for a way back home.
I really got to know my feelings very well. When someone mentions love, it's got to do with you. It's just a Sunday night, I'm round at my address. You need to give me time for me to let my buzz.
Coming from the cracks and the crevices, looking for a way back home.
Oh my gosh, what a bop. Just the drum and bass, oh dude, and then mixed with those horns. I mean, SKRILLEX knew what he was doing, definitely, but I just love the subtle inclusion of Trippie Redd. He's got the hook down, hands down, spectacular with that vocal melody. But Pink Panthers just she's in her element, and SKRILLEX knew exactly how to play into that. Next up we have Selecta featuring Beam. I don't know much about Beam. I've heard the name, but let's check it out. Let's see what they add to Selecta. Okay.
You nurture me, losing touch with you ain't nothing. Now my selector. I select you. Make me make my imprint on you. I select you. Make me make my imprint on you. DJ.
Okay, hold on. I gotta pause. Jeez, did you guys hear that bass line? Did you hear that bass line? Oh my god. I wasn't expecting anything crazy with the drops on this album, just vibes and melodies. That's all that I came in, expectations wise, but oh my god, chills, bro. That was crazy.
I select you. Make me make my imprint on you.
Okay, that was a really interesting one. A really good start to the first half. Next up, we have Ceremony featuring Young Lean and Blade.
What I got now won't be here again. Let the sunshine shine right in. Everywhere we go, they let us in. Smoking hair and smell like mint. Timberland stomp, go stomp it in. Timberland stomp, go stomp it in. Stomp it in, stomp it in. Exotic line paradise, it calls on me. The fall, the rising. Yeah, rose gold rain. Nothing's left in the waste. It's been real. It's been too real.
Hey, editing IJR here. Pausing the video real quick because as I'm editing the part that you're watching right now, as I paused to give my thoughts on the Young Lean and Blade features, I didn't feel like I gave a accurate response on my thoughts. So, I'm literally going on my phone doing this in voice memos real quick. But so I can respect, everything that this song sort of embodies. I love the Drain Gang energy. I love the production that Skrillex is putting on there, with the drum and bass. However, I don't know. It just feels kind of, for whatever reason, kind of forced. That's just what I was feeling as I was listening, I'm just like, Young Lean just kind of isn't doing it for me on this track. But yes, those were my thoughts, and let's continue. We have the single Real Spring that I mentioned earlier. This is with Blady. Real
spring, beauty is so thin. Crazy. You rock my world, reality spins. Life inside a prison, stuck inside a place. Cross the rainbow bridge, somewhere over the rainbow. There's a story never told. Say no words, baby, I know. Just let go, become your own.
Real quick, I want to talk about this refrain right before the build-up. I think it's genius. There's something that feels really optimistic about it. I love the writing. I love the way that Blade's, his, the way he's performing this song vocally. And the production style that Skrillex is laying down, it's not aggressive whatsoever. It's really gentle. It's really, plucky. And I don't know. There's just something about it that just calls to me.
It's me. Baby, you're bad for my health. Baby, you're bad for my wealth. Baby, you're bad for yourself. Baby, we should be with someone else.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was bad. That was atrocious. I don't know. Yeah, this was gas. This was so gas, dude. Like, I don't know, dude. I didn't expect to say that Princess has been the highlight for this album so far. Chef's kiss. Because that was spectacular. And I think it was a great pairing with Anthony Green. I would listen to that again.
I write songs in my garage with my friends. And sometimes it feels like, but that's how you feel. But the school all day won't end.
I'm on my PC. I see famous people. I think they're like me. So why are we equal?
Okay, since
I'm getting mixed signals from you.
when Sway Lee's on a song, you know Sway Lee's on a song. You know, he has such a vocal presence and such a range. And on this one, it feels like he just kind of took a back seat, you know, towards the production. And the production is somewhat carried on this track, and I think it's really pretty. But yeah, without saying anything more, let's give Painting Rainbows a listen.
Painting rainbows when it's storm, when it rains. Painting rainbows on the seats in a train. I paint rainbows when I speak, when I sing. I paint rainbows when I speak, when I sing. They selling out their soul for riches. Piss poor, they broken in spirit. Still here with the ones that I came with. Still here with the ones that I came with.
Yeah, so far, you know, this feels very celebratory. I like that, you know, the feature artist Bibi, she included the lyrics to, you know, the title track, not the title track, but the ending track of the last album. You know, she says, still here with the ones that I came with, which is, oh my gosh. Okay, that was the end of the album, Painting Rainbows. Caribbean vibes for sure, you know, both vocal performance wise and production wise. It was a bit more of a mellow track, you know, in terms of Skrillex's production. You know, Baby just killing it on the vocals, both singing and rapping. I think it was adequate. I think it was super, just like meant to bring a bittersweet tear to your eye. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so after giving the album a listen, I'd like to say that, so, okay, both of these records were really good. You know, Quest for Fire was really good, and Don't Get Too Close was really good. Excuse me. But I don't know. I mean, it's really good. They're good. You know, production's great. The feature list is great. The most of the performances from said features they're great too. You know, they really stepped up and performed, you know, some more than others. But I don't know exactly what I was expecting from this album. You know, maybe a return to form, you know, for electronic music. And you know what? Maybe this is electronic music, you know, this is electronic music saying, hey, you know, we can just coexist with all of the other music. We don't have to be so loud and in your face all the time, you know, because there was a lot of songs on this album that the production focus was, you know, elsewhere other than just electronic music. Like, you know, there was a lot of stuff that was very hip-hop oriented, you know, trap drums and stuff like that, with you know, minor elements behind it, you know, but for the most part the electronic elements just kind of stepped out of the way. So maybe this is Skrillex saying, hey, we don't have to be so up in your face, you know, we can just make great music and, you know, get our production out of the way and incorporate great sounds. I don't know how to explain it, but I think this is very enjoyable, and I would recommend it to anybody trying to get into Skrillex's music, you know, especially what he caters to, you know, these days. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my opinions, you know. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching this reaction as much as I enjoyed the album. And I'll catch you in the next one. Just really appreciate you checking me out, checking out this channel, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.
I like your tattoo, the way your body sits on my